Hello and what's up you guys, it's Laringe here with another Minecraft video. So you might be surprised, but this isn't actually the first time I tried making this video. This is like my third time. And it was going like all fine and dandy, and then I realized I don't actually remember how to do this build. So it took me a little while, but I'm going to show you guys how to do the build because I finally figured out how I did it the first time around. It took me about 4 hours. No, more like 3. Anyway, so let's jump right into it. So first off, we have to have our track going in the right direction. I've done these 3. These are all set up, or almost all set up, but I've done those 3. So we need to have a directional detector track, one away from the intersection, as well as a detector track here and a locking track there. I believe that can be just a vanilla booster track as well, but I like it the way I have it because it works. So what we got to do is we're going to go ahead and run this alloy wire. In the previous build I didn't use any alloy wire. In this build I am, because it makes it a lot easier, and we run it down to the detector track. So let's look, the detector track is one away. So right here is where it is, and this will actually power it on and off. I don't have a card on me to prove it, but trust me, it will. So that will switch the status of that. Then what we need to do is we need to run over here, and we need to put down a toggle switch. Let's find the toggle switch, and that's facing the wrong direction. You either need, there we go, that's the right direction, so that'll toggle this. And what we need to do is we need to run an alloy wire right here, and that will make it so this gets toggled. Okay, so last but not least, the most difficult part here is getting the locking track. This I've toyed with this a lot, and I feel like this is the best way to do it. What you gotta do is you gotta put an alloy wire right there, and then we have to invert it. Where are my torches? There they are. And we gotta invert it, and then put a wireless transmitter. Give it +1. And then we have to make a receiver. In this case, the receiver is going to, actually what we need to do is we need to put down another, actually before I was putting this toggle switch on the inside here, so let's go ahead and do that again, because you don't have enough space. So toggle hatch, put down wrong again, and that should work. Put it like so, and I believe this will work. I just broke the track above it, but whatever. There you go. And we can put down our stone as well as that piece of track again. That should toggle. Good. Okay. And then what we gotta do is we need to add our redstone here, and then put a torch down, and then the transmitter needs to go down, give that +1, and then what we gotta do is fill this up, put a torch here, and we have to invert this once again, add a repeater right here, as well as a repeater coming in this way, but we're going to use a vanilla repeater for this second one. Okay, vanilla repeater. Oops, you can't place the vanilla repeaters like I thought you could. And we'll put our delay, which is going to be 128 for this one, because this is the 4th. It's 32 delay per node, and then we won't have any delay on the second repeater. Put our cotton picker used there. There we go. And then it all needs to be connected to a wireless receiver, all set up to 1. And that way, when this gets toggled, it says it's not safe and all these turn off, and then when it gets turned back on, there should have been a delay. Oh wait, no. There's a delay on when it gets turned back on. 128 ticks, which is about 4 or 5 seconds. Oh wait, no. Let's see. That is saying it is safe, right? Okay, yeah, they're turning back on now. And then this is saying it's not safe because that's being toggled and it gets turned off immediately. Okay, so the next phase we have, we'll go ahead and start it over here, is we have to set up the detector tracks. So let's go ahead and grab a track, open up our knapsack here. We need the advanced detector tracks and the module togglers. So we'll go ahead and put this right here, right before our redstone ends. We'll enable the drill. Blue is active. Excuse me. And then we'll put a detector track down. And then dig out 2 just to be safe so it doesn't like jam up or something. There you go. So you'll want to rinse and repeat that. And so we should be in good shape. There's only one more phase to go about, and that is the cargo station. So what we need to do for the cargo station is we're going to need 3 of these detector tracks. 1, 2, 3. We need, first off, we'll need some of these cargo managers as well as liquid ones. They are in this chest. The cargo manager and 1 liquid manager. So we'll put a cargo manager here. This will fill it up with tracks. A cargo manager here. This will take out everything. And then a liquid manager. And see, it'll need rails and bridge building materials. So we'll go ahead and make another cargo manager for the bridge building materials. I didn't do it like that on my single player world, but that's how I'm going to do it here. So this first cargo manager, and I wish I had some signs on me, but this first cargo manager will be set to the green side. Oops. Green. I'm going to disable all these other ones really fast. Okay, and then it will feed to the cart. It'll feed the railer. Okay, the second cargo manager. Disable all these. Will feed into the bridge building material. And then this third cargo manager, disable all of these, and this one's, these are configured to green, and that was red. I put that one on red for some reason. Green. And then this one will just to the cart, and it'll pull from the storage to the cart, and I'll go ahead and disable these. And then this fourth one will feed the liquids to the cart, so we'll configure it so they all share, and then we'll just have the red one going. We'll disable these ones. Yellow, green, disabled. Yellow, disabled. Okay, so the next thing we'll want to do is we'll want to put an ender tank, and ideally you'd fill this up with lava. I don't actually have a lava thing set up quite yet on this world, so we'll do that later. So we'll fill that up with lava. Then for the export, what we'll do is we'll the export we will probably get to later. I'll probably have a chest, and then the better barrels we will feed into here. So I have 2 different better barrels which will just get fed straight into there via, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it yet, and we'll actually put it here. We'll probably just use transfer pipes. Actually, that's what we're going to do, is use transfer pipes. Alrighty, you guys, so so next thing we're going to do here is we're going to add on this Steve's Factory Manager. This mod is basically a tube mod, or a pipe mod, that no one ever uses because it's ridiculously complicated and it takes forever to set up. But in small little areas like we have here, it will actually be pretty useful. So the rapid item valve will go ahead and it'll pull from this spot, I believe. I'm gonna tear it up here. Yeah. It'll pull from this spot and suck it into our, where's our controller? Our machine's inventory. And this we can configure like all this type of random crap. So what we'll do is we'll have it just get thrown straight into a chest, and I don't think I have any chests on me, so I'll be right back. Alrighty, you guys, we are back. So as I was saying, the inventory manager, So I went ahead and I set up a few diamond chests, and I've got an input simulating. So we'll create a trigger here, and actually there's a setting I want to enlarge interface. There we go. Go back. So there's a trigger right here. So we can basically just set all sorts of like crazy stuff, but first we're gonna create an input set by that trigger, and this trigger will every 1 second it'll trigger. Yep. We can set up this input, which will pull from the cargo manager into the chest. So let's grab the inventory. We'll grab the rapid item valve. Actually, now that I think about that, we probably don't even need that. We can just use the cargo manager, right? Inventories, yeah, the cargo manager. So we grab the cargo manager from, I guess the bottom slot's fine, items, and we'll just set up a blacklist so it will grab all items. And then we'll make a output. Alright, you guys, I figured out how to get it working the way I want it to. This is probably the best auto crafting mod in the game, by the way, or the best way to auto craft. So we have the trigger, which triggers on intervals. Then we have the input, which takes items from here and shoves and runs it through the crafter. So we have this as a crafter, and then outputs them through here. Now if there's an item that, you know, the crafter isn't familiar with, it should still grab it. And we'll switch this back to cobblestone. Good. Yeah, so it still grabs all the items. And then what we can do is we can also make it so that before that output we actually have another crafter, which will create another crafter, and we'll have the other crafter craft compressed cobblestone into more compressed cobblestone. So we can just have it keep compressing and compressing and compressing until we're out of space. Then we'll run that to the output, and I'm only going to have it do it twice. There we go. What's it whining about? Craft before moving. Excess inventories will be these ones. Once again. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. There we go. Alright, cool. So now that's set up, now it will take all of this shenanigans. We pop that in here, that. Then we throw some cobble in there. It will compress the cobble, back to normal, because it didn't have enough cobble at the time of the transfer, I think. So if I put the cobble in at the exact same time, so that it grabs it at the same time, it might compress it a little bit more. No. I don't even want it to compress it anymore. Compressing it once is enough. Okay, then we could actually change the output here, so we can make this whatever type of chest we want. So I think that's just about it. Let's, I'll go ahead and I'll make the machines, and we'll see how well it works. Alright, you guys, so I just moved it so that they are no longer sharing spots, and I believe that will fix it. So we have the drill disabled, and the railer shouldn't be finishing up. Oh, lag spike. Okay, now climb crash, good. Set the height to 18 here. 18. And we'll push it forward, so it should start filling up with, yeah, there we go. Fills up with rails. I'm not too worried about running out of rails. Fills up with bridge building materials, and now it should fill up. Yes, okay, good. So we'll start doing these all one by one here, and then they should start going pretty quick. 18. Filling up with rails. Alrighty, so after a little bit of toying around, just a little bit of adjusting, stuff I forgot, like this repeater was facing the wrong way, just small stuff like that, I managed to finish up here. So all seems to be working fine. Remember, these cannot, or the cargo managers cannot share detector rails. It seems to be pulling everything out. All the cobblestone is being compressed, at least most of the cobblestone is being compressed. So everything seems to be filling up nicely. And I think that's it. I'm going to wait a minute while these two swap out. It should only take a minute. And I think that will be the end of this little video here. So I hope you all enjoyed watching. Have an amazing day. And I'll see you all next time. Actually, this will just take a minute, so we'll wait for it. And I'm going to be running out of diamond chest storage pretty soon, but I'm going to route it to my sorting system in a little bit. I haven't done that yet. Alright, we shouldn't... Oh, 2 more internal storages. I didn't notice those. The storage of the extracting chests is so much better than what I had before, but it's one of the downsides of using Galgorian for your hole. But I figured if I'm going to use enough for the drill, I might as well use it for the hole. Finishes up and tank fills up. It heads out. And let's see, where was it going? There we go. And the next one heads in. I actually want that creeper head. But just a minute. And this one's coming in. Perfect. Alright. So I'll see you all later.